Welcome, everybody, to 5 Tips in 5 Minutes Rediscovering Your Greatness Within. Women's Talks, Tips, and Techniques for Empowerment, Courage, and Purpose. I'm Mitta Wise, your host, hypnotherapist, and empowerment coach from New Zealand, living in Los Angeles, and often found in India. So, today we have another special guest, and her name is Heidi Weiland. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Perfect. Yeah,
Oh,
perfect.
good. Welcome, Heidi.
Thank you so much, Mita. It's such a pleasure to be here. Start my day with us. So fun.
Yes, lots of fun and lots of tips. So, let me tell you a little bit about Heidi. Her business is Service with Soul, and I love that, Heidi. That's beautiful. And she helps sensitive business owners grow without burning out by building a business their nervous system can actually sustain. She combines operations and strategy with self-care, human design, and many healing modalities to guide her clients to more ease and success. Yes, I love that. It's nice to have a few healing modalities to pull out of the box when you need them,
hmm
when the clients need them, right?
hmm
So, would you like to tell us a little bit more about your business?
Yes, thank you so much. My business in its current form is very much a product of my own burnout journey. And I've been an entrepreneur my whole life, mostly working online, and been through various versions of success and growth with a team. I had an office for a little while. And really, I've done so many different sides and strategies in business. And the thing, like what I finally realized is that I was, in our culture, we're programmed to separate ourselves from the professional and the personal. And it did not work for me. I was, as a sensitive person, I was leaving so much of myself out. So through my own journey of healing, like that opened up a whole it was a whole other business for a while of yoga and Ayurveda and tapping and a lot of healing. So now I combine all of that into a really beautiful blend of what I call holistic business coaching to help sensitive folks grow in a way that feels good to them instead of, like me trying to force myself to do things the way I thought I should, which just doesn't really work out in the end.
So that's beautiful, Heidi. Thank you so much. And I love what you're doing and
Thank
doing
you.
all that good work in the world, right? So good for you. Are you ready with your 5 tips in 5 minutes?
I have them,
All
yes.
right, let's start the clock. Off you go.
Yeah, so I'm starting with one that is a kind of a keystone, and because it unlocks a lot of other things. So that is to build rest into your workflow. And what this looks like, in theory, is that you're literally scheduling like a nap in the middle of the day or time between clients instead of back to back, things like that. But the thing is, in order to do that, you have to reprogram your cultural conditioning to be productive and get it all done. And that can be big work because that involves oftentimes having stronger boundaries, um, like like looking at any people pleasing tendencies and tendencies to sacrifice yourself. So it really, that self-love and prioritizing yourself comes into play. So building rest into your workflow, it sounds simple, but there's a lot that can come into it. Um, so that's the big one. From there, I like to think about the nervous system as a tool to help us just like see how we're doing in our business and in the day. So the second tip is to check in on your stress levels often, or check in on your nervous system. I have a checklist that can help you do this, but to pause and to notice, are you feeling stressed or are you feeling at ease? because this has a fundamental impact on the decisions that you make in your business, why you decide to do one strategy over another, why you might decide to do something that doesn't really feel great to you because you're stressed out about money or getting things done. And so that's a really powerful place to also like learn a lot about how you're running your business and how you might be able to shift it to be more easeful. So then from there, if you are stressed, the third tip is to calm your stress with 3 deep breaths. This, like 3 deep breaths, any time of day, super simple. You breathe into the belly, and that helps to activate the calming response. And I know it doesn't sound like a lot, just three deep, like little breaths, but um, within that, that is like a small moment where you are prioritizing yourself, you're connecting with yourself, you're helping your nervous system to calm down. And by doing so, especially when you do this, kind of as a habit, you start to train your body to relax more easily, which opens up your creative thinking, which helps you to go from black and white catastrophizing thinking to a more expansive, empowered way of seeing things. Um, so the fourth tip is if when you do this, when you're pausing, if you notice that, okay, I'm feeling stressed or I'm feeling pressure or, I'm dealing with this family situation or this work situation, just like acknowledging that and sitting with that for a moment of like, okay, so you've been saying to yourself, like, I'm putting my hands on my heart and my belly here just naturally as I think about this and kind of giving myself a hug. And I would acknowledge, like, okay, this is hard. Like, what you're doing is hard. I see you. I am here. That's okay. Um, and then from there, the fifth tip would be to choose an empowering thought for how you want to move forward. So if you are noticing something challenging, you might have a thought like, well, you've got this. I've got this. I've been through challenging things before. I'm capable, affirmations, whatever is really feeling juicy for you. And there's a lot of different empowering thoughts that you can choose. Maybe if you're feeling more powerful, you might really affirm that, like, I am powerful. I am capable of doing this XYZ thing in my business today. And then come back to that thought often, really try to keep it close to you and feel it in your body, feel it like impacting deep into your chest, into your belly, so that you're embodying the vibration of that empowering thought.
Mm.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And I really felt those. I felt the number four when you were holding your heart and your belly, your belly. I felt that, just that sort of sinking into that rest. That was beautiful.
Mm,
Thank you.
you're so welcome.
Would you like to give us well, first of all, let's let people know that your info is in the show notes. So
Yeah.
all her link and her info is in the show notes. So please make sure that you go there, you go visit her link and see the amazing work that she does. And you've got a little toe in the water, a little bit of it today, and it was lovely. Thank you, Heidi, so much. So please get to know her. She's great. Heidi, any last words of wisdom?
I would say that if you are a sensitive solopreneur or some like neurodivergent, someone just that doesn't really feel like the mainstream fits, like that is actually an amazing thing because the more that you can learn to embrace who you are and lean into that, and that can then become the foundation for how you do business differently. And that's what sets you apart from all of the other people. So it's really actually a gift. I know it can feel really hard sometimes, but yeah, that's like just acknowledging that and that your authenticity is really the way forward. So thank you
Mm.
so much, Mita, for having me on here. This is so much fun.
Yes, it is. And thank you so much. I really loved your tips and you deliver them beautifully with centeredness and empathy. They're lovely. Thank you. That's it for 5 tips in 5 minutes. We'll see you next time. This is Mitta Wise and Heidi Weiland signing off with love.